Hello YouTube, ChrisD360 here to bring you Wi-Fi battle number 19. It is a rematch with AceSe3don, and it is really epic, if I do say so myself. If you saw my last battle with him, you kind of know about this Infernape, that it's an Evandor and then priority move, but for some reason he didn't use Evandor, he used Overheat, which only got me down to about 60 HP. So I think right here he was thinking he could kill me with Vacuum Wave, but he couldn't, so I just knock him out. And Aerodactyl's a suicide lead, so it's meant to die. Here I figured, oh, it's gonna die anyway, so I'll just use an Earthquake and, you know, kinda do whatever damage I can, and it's not much. So then he goes for a Stone Edge, and then Aerodactyl dies. So I figure I send in Starmie for the type advantage, and he switches to his metal thing, which I think has special defense EVs. Must have if he's switching it in on this. And I don't do that much, so then I switch to Salamence for the flamethrower. And he T-waves me. And he goes for a Flash Cannon. And I was like, and then I finally get a flamethrower, and it doesn't do as much as I thought. I guess it did, because that thing has special defense EVs. So he switches to his rock thing, and I'm paralyzed. And I figured, oh, I could have hit it if I wasn't paralyzed, because it's a defense wall. So I bring back in Starmie, and he switches to his Salamence, and I surf. And he even said, when he switched it in, that he was using it as death fodder. So then I just Ice Beam it, and it's knocked out. Next he brings in his Gardevoir, and I was really stupid because it's Scarfed, and I knew that because I battled him before, and that was just really stupid. Anyway, in this battle, I was using my all OU team, because he said he wanted to do an OU battle, but he only brought 2 OUs. But he still did pretty well. Anyway, he said that was also death fodder, so we could bring that in. And I switched to Skarmory so I can wall it. And yes, my OU team does have Skarmbliss, I know. But that's just the way I made it. I made it like a year ago, and I like it, so I still continue to use it when I do OU battles. And I also have another team, because it kind of annoys when you bring all OUs just to any battle. Anyway, I roar, and his Gardevoir comes in, or did I roar? I don't really remember. So I switch in Blissey to wall it, and he switches back to Rock Thing, which is really difficult to take out. But I Seismic Toss it. Then I send an Electivire so I can try and maybe kill it, but he gets Sleep Talk Stone Edge. So I bring in Skarmory to wall it, and this was a really long stall war. It consisted of me roaring to trying to hit Gallade, and then him switching back to Regirock and taking a Brave Bird. And that happened tons of times until there was a turning point, which you'll see in a tiny bit. So yeah, pretty much this really stupid Star War between his. It was kind of boring. It was like 15 minutes long in real time. There was eventually a turning point. And I really am running out of things to say while this Star War goes on. Yeah. It's pretty boring. But maybe I should have sped this up. Just the Star Wars, make it go faster. But yeah, I think I got him really low once, and then he would just go back to sleep. And his sleep talk kept using rest. And here's the turning point. He brings in Gardevoir. Your Gardevoir gets pulled in. And that means I can switch out to Blissey. So I do. And instead of switching right out back to Rock Thing, he goes for a Focus Blast. So that means I can get one Seismic Toss on either whoever he brings in. And he decides to bring in Rock Thing, which is really good because I can deal damage to Rock Thing. And right here, I probably could have knocked that Rock Thing a lot easier because he wakes up and he goes for a Sleep Talk because he didn't know he'd wake up. So, he does Stone Edge instead of Rest. And then then this thing comes in and he switches it right back out to Rock Thing, thinking he can get another Rest, but I get to hit him while he switches in. I knock out his Rock Thing, which pretty much means I've won the battle. So then he brings in Psybeauty to take on Skarmory, but obviously I switched right out to Blissey. And he goes for a Thunderbolt, assuming I would leave Skarmory in, I guess. And then I Seismic Toss after another Thunderbolt, because obviously it outspeeds Blissey. And after 2 Seismic Tosses, I knock it out, and that's pretty much the battle. I just have to take out his Gardevoir, or not Gardevoir, Gallade, which actually does take a little bit of strategy. Well, I leave Blissey in for the Death Fodder, because I don't really want to hit Skarmory incoming. And that's kind of risky because then if Skarmory dies, I'll lose. Anyway, he close combats, and I figure I can't kill him, and I need to let his defense drop a couple more times. So I heal up, and he goes for another close combat. So now he has 3 defense drops. So I figure now I can knock it out with Brave Bird, and that's actually the battle, not last time. Anyway, good game, AceSe3don. It was really epic. My heart was pounding so hard by the end. It was intense. Beastly, all those silly words. Anyway, it was awesome. So this is ChrisD360 signing off.